There are a lot of questions floating around about vaccines. Every day, vaccines are in the media. We hear about them on the news, on television, and on the internet. One minute we hear that they're good for us, and then we hear that they're bad for us. So how are we supposed to know what to believe? Well, I didn't know, so I did a lot of investigating, and I'd like to share what I found with you. Vaccines work by introducing a weakened or dead pathogen to the body. Because it has been weakened or killed, the immune system can easily fight it off. The genius of the immune system is that after it fights off the pathogen, it remembers how it won the fight, and it does the same thing the next time the pathogen enters the body, only faster, because it remembers. So if you ever get infected with the same disease a second time, the immune system will respond so quickly that you usually won't even notice that anything is wrong. In the last 20 years, there has been a lot of controversy surrounding vaccines, and most of it centers on one study that was published in 1998. The lead author on the study was a British physician named Andrew Wakefield. The study stated that there was a cause for concern that there might be a link between the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine and the onset of autism and some intestinal abnormalities. Several studies were conducted after Dr. Wakefield published his paper to find out if this autism vaccine link was true. One study, conducted in Finland, showed no link between the MMR vaccination and autism. That study surveyed 535,000 children. A second study in Denmark also showed strong evidence against the idea that the MMR vaccination caused autism, and that one included 537,000 children. Do you know how many children were included in Mr. Wakefield's study? 12. That's right, 12. There were 59.2 million people in the UK in 1998, and Mr. Wakefield only studied 12 of them? That is an extraordinarily small number. In 2010, Mr. Wakefield lost his medical license due to serious professional misconduct, and The Lancet, the UK medical journal that originally published his study, printed a retraction. In the 16 years since Mr. Wakefield published his study, there have been many more scientific studies, but none have been able to link autism and the MMR vaccine. Another concern regarding vaccines is that some claim that the preservative in vaccines is harmful to those that receive it. The preservative they are referring to is called thiomersal, and it's what keeps bad stuff like fungus and bacteria from growing in the vaccine bottle while it's stored. In the US in 2001, thiomersal was removed from nearly all vaccines, and the few that it remained in only have a fraction of what they once had. Then, in 2004, the Institute of Medicine's Immunization Safety Review Committee concluded that, after extensive research in several countries, there was no established link between autism and the MMR vaccine or the use of thiomersal as a preservative. So here's my conclusion. I believe the benefits of vaccination far outweigh the risks of not vaccinating. My advice to you is this. I am not a doctor. I have no special medical knowledge regarding vaccines, autism, measles, or anything else in this video. However, I am curious, and I wanted to find some answers. All of this information is readily available on the internet. All you have to do is search for it. If you disagree with the contents of this video, or if you still have reservations about vaccinating, please do your own research and see what you can find. When it comes to the health of our society, and, more importantly, our families, more knowledge can only help us.
created using Powtoon.